All right, today, guys, I want to talk to you about a book that I wrote. And since so many people are going to be new to homeschooling this year, I know a lot of people have kind of changed their minds about public school and are going to homeschooling. Well, as you know, I homeschooled all my children, and many of my children homeschooled their children, or many of my grandchildren are homeschooled. Anyway, I wrote a book a few years ago, and here it is. And it is a book all about homeschooling. And also, though, I would say, even if you don't homeschool, there is a lot of information in here that everybody needs to know. It just kind of tells you in each grade where your child should be and what they should know in that grade. And also it has reading list for each grade with fabulous recommendations for books that you can get at your public library. And it has stuff about gardening in here, stuff about keeping chickens. This book has recipes. It has all about organizing your home. It has a list of daily activities you should do to keep your house clean. It has a pantry list for you, what to have stocked in your kitchen at all times. It has, and this, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. It also has like a history timeline and all the important things in history that happened that everybody should know. It goes all the way up through high school. It has an organizational section for Christmas. And it has activities to do for Christmas. It has, what was the other? It's got basic language skills in, I think it's, anyway, it's in quite a few languages. It has, it has unit studies in it. You could take this one book if you're homeschooling, and it has 12 months full of unit studies. So each month has its own study. And what I mean by a unit study is it has the history lesson in there. It has your spelling. It has everything except for the math in it. And it's a fun way to homeschool. I will show you an example. Let me open up to one of the unit studies. Okay, I picked the month of April. And in April, you will study the Middle Ages. You will study plants, George Washington, gardening. You know, George Washington was a fabulous gardener. Hello. And so the plants and George Washington and gardening all go together. You will study England, which goes with a lot of, well, I mean, I know Middle Ages goes all throughout Europe, but England is one of the main places. And worms, and to top it all off, the American Revolution. All right, so then after that, it has your spelling words. It has a list of spelling words down here. And then it has a list of activities you can do to go along with your studies. Um, Begin a compost pile, start a vegetable garden, grow herbs in a window, start a worm farm, visit a plant nursery, go to a strawberry farm and pick strawberries, make homemade strawberry jam, visit Mount Vernon. Turn the page. Take photos or make drawings of your seed's germination and label them. Visit a farm. Visit an organic farm and visit a regular farm. See what the difference is. Research different ways to fertilize your garden. George Washington did a whole study on that, and it was very interesting. Make crowns. Make a family coat of arms. Make shields and swords. Dress like royalty. Have a banquet with roast chicken, bread, roasted vegetables, and eat with your hands. What kid doesn't love to do that? Draw the British flag. Make a map of England. Get baby chickens from a local feed and seed store and raise them. Build a chicken coop. All right, so that was all the activities for the month. And then it gives you a list of books that you can check out from the library, or you can order used or new on Amazon, however you prefer to do it. And these books go along with everything you're going to be studying for the month. George versus George, the American Revolution as seen from both sides. George Washington's Cows, Compost by Gosh. Out and About at the Dairy Farm, A Fairy in a Dairy. It has books for all ages in this. Where Do Chicks Come From? The Year at Maple Hill Farm. It's Disgusting and We Ate It. Yucky Worms. What Do Roots Do? Hold on. The American Revolution for Kids, a history with 21 activities. Liberty, How the Revolutionary War Began. Meet George Washington. Nature Anatomy. Rush Revere and the American Revolution. George Washington Spy Master. How the Americans outspied the British and won the Revolutionary War. The Scarlet Stockings Spy. Independent Dames. Katie's Trunk. Not for Parents, London. The Story of London. This is Britain. Dodsworth in London. The Vegetables We Eat. From Seed to Plant. Medieval World. You Wouldn't Want to Live in the Middle Ages. And The Sword in the Tree. Okay? And really, these books are for, like, I would say anywhere from 7th grade down, this list. But then it also has a high school section, and it has got a wonderful reading list for the high schoolers also. So anyway, that was April's. See, if you did that with the spelling words, read the books, did the activities, you would have a fabulous April. You have to throw in some math and maybe some writing, that type of thing. But anyway, it just makes a fun way to homeschool, especially from 6th grade down. But like I said, there is a high school, junior high and high school section in this too, and it has a lot of wonderful reading and stuff recommended in it. Okay, and this is I'm going to read you a little bit about what my child needs to know, and I've got it all the way up through 6th grade. And this is what my child needs to know for second grade. Science. They need to know the cycle of life and the seasons, the human body, the systems and nutrition, organs, tissues, and cells, insects, electricity and magnetism, sun, moon, planets, and stars. All right, so that's everything in science that they learn in public schools in second grade. Social studies, they need to know about maps, states, continents, oceans, seas, learn patriotic songs such as Star Spangled Banner, America the Beautiful, My Country 'Tis of Thee, and I have those songs in here, the words to the song, so it's all in here. They need to learn the Pledge of Allegiance. I have that in here. Reading, they need to be able to read chapter books. They need to know how to use a table of contents and an index. They learn to do research using informational books and the internet. Language arts. They need to know prefixes, suffixes, and their meanings, plurals, compound words, antonyms and synonyms, nouns, and verbs. History. They need to know American history, world history, government, and types of government, democracy, communism, socialism, etc. Math, they need to do adding and subtracting up to 3 numbers, adding and subtracting 2-digit numbers, and it has examples of it in here. Counting numbers up to 1,000, counting money, add and subtract money with decimal points. They need to do word problems. They need to know place values. For instance, the 1 is in the thousands place, the 8 is in the hundreds place, and anyway, it has an example. So you get the point there. Still in math, they need to know the symbols less than, greater than, and equal to. They need to start memorizing their multiplication tables, tell time with a real clock, AM and PM, Roman numerals, measure length, and introduce fraction. All right, so that was everything your second grader needs to know. Okay, then right next to that, there is a list of books just for your second grader that will teach them all of this. And it's books, like I said, you can get from your library. Well, it won't teach them all of that, but it'll teach them a bunch of that. Let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, my goodness, 8 pages of books. I'll just read a few of them for you. The Boy Who Loved Math, Trail of Tears, The Life and Times of the Ant, Sweet Land of Liberty, The Big Dipper, National Geographic's Big Book of Space, The Way Cool Butterfly, My First Human Body Book, Me and My Amazing Body, The Magic School Bus, A Journey into the Human Body. I mean, when you use fun books like this to learn stuff, the kids pick it up so much easier than if you have a boring science book. I mean, because there are so many fabulous books out there, and I have had people that have bought this book come back and tell me that so many of their favorite books that they have read, these are old-time homeschoolers that have done it for a long time, they said all our favorite books were listed in your book. So this is a fabulous way to a reference book for fabulous books. You can't lose if you get these, you know, if you follow this list, follow these recommendations. All right, let's see. What am I forgetting? I have a section in here called Teachers Helpers, and it has stuff about the metric system that you need to know, metric prefixes, top 10 important events in U.S. history, systems of the human body. It's got that in here. It's got prepositions in here, every preposition known to mankind. It has Greek and Latin root words in here. It has the continents. It has the states and the capitals. It's got the words to the Star Spangled Banner. It's got America the Beautiful, God Bless America, Pledge of Allegiance, My Country, 'Tis of These, 'Tis of These, 'Tis of Thee. It has eras in history, not, well, you know, like times in history. It has a section on here with different languages in it. And it has recommendations, like if you want to delve further into a language, it has recommendations on the best language courses out there that you can buy. It has dinner menus, suggested dinner menus for 2 weeks. Favorite family recipes. It has a section, if you're teaching your children how to cook, it has a section with cooking terms in here and what they are. There is a section on photography in here, teaching you or your children, your teenagers, how to be a really good photographer. It just goes on and on and on. I mean, it's a huge book, and not only that, but oh, here, let me turn it so you can see on the inside. The writing in the book is large, so you can find things easily. Because I know as a homeschool mom, the last thing I wanted to do is sit down with a book with teeny writing and try to find what I was looking for. So this makes it easier for you to find things. And it also, at the beginning of the book, it explains reasons for homeschooling, and I have one on why I decided to homeschool, and it also explains unschooling. You know, there's homeschooling, there's unschooling, there's different ways to homeschool, and it kind of goes into all those different things. And then it has a section on the do's and don'ts of homeschooling. So you'll start out with that, and then it goes into all this other stuff that I was telling you about. And I wanted to read one more thing to you on the timeline. I'm getting tongue-tied. On the historical timeline, each section kind of explains itself. You know, it's not just like World War II, Vietnam War. It has just a short little summary of what went on during that, okay? For instance, on the part in the timeline where it says World War II, 1939 to 1945, it says beside it, Germany invades Poland. France and Great Britain declare war on Germany. Italy declared war against France and Britain. U.S. provides aid to Britain. In 1941, U.S. declares war on Japan. Germany and other Axis powers declare war on U.S. Okay, so that explains kind of what went on in that era. And then next to that, it says famous people and events during that time period. and it names all the people that your child should know about during that period and some of the events. This one, it's got Adolf Hitler, Albert Einstein, the atomic bomb, Douglas MacArthur, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Franklin D. Roosevelt, George S. Patton, Joseph Stalin, Monuments Men, Mussolini, Nazi Party, Pearl Harbor, the Holocaust, Tuskegee Airmen, and Winston Churchill. So having a timeline like this helps you to teach history, and it also helps you to know what important people and events your child really needs to know about during that time period. So it's a fabulous historical timeline. Just a great reference. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking about this book now. I know y'all are probably going blah, 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 blah. But if you would like one, then you can buy them off of Amazon. The name of it is Homeschooling. It's not just a lifestyle, it's an adventure. And it's by Anita Ottinger. And also, if you don't want to buy it off Amazon, and I'm fixing to give you a reason, I am having a sale. You can buy them from me for $15. That includes your shipping and handling. And so it's cheaper than on Amazon. And if you would like to do so, I am going to let Haley, my daughter, who was homeschooled, explain to you the process. Thanks.
So if you would like to purchase one of these books, all you have to do is email my mom. We will put the email below in the description and in the comments. So just email her. She will get back with you. All she needs is your email address so that she can email you a PayPal invoice. You will check out safe and securely through PayPal, and you do not have to have a PayPal account to pay. You just click on her invoice, check out like you would anytime checking out online, and she'll get the information she needs, like your home address or a P.O. box, and she will send you your book. So yeah, just email her in the email below and she'll take care of you.
Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. And please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next time.